Blue color, Oranos, Insanity. Red color, Kronos, NoAtlantis. Welcome to the elimination match of Group 3 in the Wisdom of Thoth tournament. $1,000 are on the line, can be still boosted up by the community should you all wish to do so. Check out our website's donation page where there's a category for this. And of course, shout out as always to our website subscribers who are keeping the project rolling and running. Make sure to collect your perks. If you want to become one, Twitch About section or YouTube description has the link. Very easy to find on the website too. In fact, we just renewed, or rather tweaked our benefits. So the next goal with the subscriber thingy is to reach $200 a month. We're almost there. And if we do, we're gonna start doing monthly show matches for both of our games, Age of Mythology and Halo Wars 2. That should be a nice little perk. As for this game, there is no spectator, so I won't be able to do the spectator interface for this one with the resource displays and all that. But you know what? We can check the relics. We got Odin's Wand for some temple upgrades. Getting their cost reduced, and we got the Girdle of Hippolyta, which is gonna give some archers hit points. Yeah. Worth picking up, I think, but not essential. It's just a small 5% tweak. And the archers aren't particularly healthy to begin with. TC layout is pretty fair and honestly mirrored. It's looking pretty good. Gold mines are extra secure. But this should be one of those at least 12-minute games, maybe more. Maybe a gold star on the second location could be it if the fight goes badly for one of the sides. Oranos is typically a little bit favored, but never count out Kronos. They can do a lot of damage. Got some very spread out villagers in terms of hunting. Rare temple. Don't tell me we're gonna go 2 TCs or something. I need a little gold and then temple. Alright, should be slapping it down right now. Same there. Then I fully expect a Prometheus mirror. The only difference being really the gods' bonuses. I think Insanity is definitely the more experienced player compared to NoAtlantis, but NoAtlantis can pull some pretty good stuff sometimes, so we'll see what he does exactly. I would love to see this getting time shifted and him going just completely all in. But this is also a very nice wall off. So it will be difficult to break through with units directly. It will have to be with Deconstruct or something like that. Prometheus is already well underway for both players. As for upgrades, we just have hunting dogs, and I don't think there will be anything else right now. The Deconstruct might be a little bit too early. Let's see if the temple can be remade. Yeah, no problem. If that was a few seconds later, this would have denied the unit coming out completely. So now it's just been an inconvenience and villager gather time getting idled a little. But now both players are in the classical age. They're gonna slap down a military encounter barracks. And they're gonna spam out the exact same composition. The wall has been opened up somewhat by this. Well, that's okay. Where are these guys going? Counter barracks is certainly late, but NoAtlantis is training units. Ditto for the Prometheans. He's gonna time shift tempo forward as well. Make sure it's closer to the fight. And Terma Murmillo Promethean versus the same. And maybe Insanity might add in a little bit of Cairo Ballista later on. Typically a worthwhile unit to add in there. But you don't want to rush it, they're a little bit too expensive for that, so... all in good time. Picking up the Girdle of Hippolyta. Might as well, there's nothing better to do in this early game. So long as your workers are working, so long as everything's protected, so long as you have scouted. And if you're not under attack, then you go and grab those relics. Every little bit counts, even if it's just a 5% improvement to your Terma, still matters. Wait, sorry, it's normal archers only, not Terma. They don't get affected, so Arcus would get affected. So, about those bonuses of the gods, Kronos doesn't get speed on Terma, which means that they can get hit by these javelins. Uranus's ones can't. They have 5.5 speed, so unless they're standing still or currently accelerating, they'll not be hit, they'll be dodging. And they'll pick off those Terma, so Insanity already going in there with a pretty good advantage. Obviously not enough of an advantage to push with, like it's just 2 Terma so far. But it's a start, he can build up. I'm sure at some point he'll get his own Cairo Ballista into there. Something will need to thin out those Murmillos after all. Good spot with the elephants, by the way. I like what NoAtlantis is doing up here. Just securing these messy spots, and maybe he can even grab this one. Like if he can keep that group at bay, then it's all good. All the valors have been used. It's a mega peaceful game. Not even Terma running around to try to harass. There's a random Promethean back there. That's probably not what NoAtlantis wants to do. If that was with the army, that would actually help a lot. Because it looks like he currently has more Prometheans than Insanity does. That's actually a pretty meaningful little tidbit. That's gonna bring it over. Noise. These Prometheans walk so funny, I can never get over it really. Yeah, 4 Cairo Ballista, that's a pretty good number. There's the raid we were talking about. Finally getting it, as the army was out of position. Ooh, that's a really nice surround on the hero citizen. Might it go down? Oh, teleports right at the last possible second. That's annoying for Insanity, but the damage is done. He just needs to go back and finish it at some point. 3 HP, just turn a Terma, man. Pops it back in there. So Insanity is maxed out. The next step really is to grab this town center, which he's doing. For the counterattack, it's idling these villagers. That's a good start, right? Just forcing them back into the manor means they're not gathering. Definitely worth it. Now, NoAtlantis also trying to pick up this settlement. And that's a nice little surround on the Cairo Ballista. Like a handful of Murmillo have been hurt by this. Now triggering this big counterattack, the watchtower getting deconstructed after the upgrade. But bear in mind that will refund the resources that Insanity has literally spent on the tower upgrade. So it's now a free thing for the other 3 towers. Very nice for him, but NoAtlantis actually did a lot of damage here. He destroyed the entirety of the army, but at what cost? He's about to lose his citizens. He in fact did lose one. The one currently in the manor also in serious trouble. And Insanity has finally finished the back TC up as well. The citizen is trying to escape, but I think we're gonna see a little bit of a Murmillo surround on this one. Ooh, beautiful. The path block was almost full. And NoAtlantis' citizens are not building here. The settlement will be denied. And once Insanity gets ahead by several citizens, it's so difficult to come back from there. The spam is just going to be absolutely endless. The second gold mine locations need to be protected now by NoAtlantis, or he'll be in severe trouble. 111 population and climbing. NoAtlantis is stuck at 91 and probably has to abandon this spot and go for the back TC instead. Can those Murmillo actually get this around on the citizen? Doesn't look like it. They'll focus on the army first. Then these two will clash. However, that opens up the space for that citizen to get surrounded too. Great job with the Promethean clicking onto the Carobalist. I would have liked a shift click like that. Santi just microed a little bit better and came out on top with a bigger army left over. Terma have been converted into heroes, and now this settlement looks very deniable to me. Trying to go for the third TC though is at the same time NoAtlantis. The citizen will go down. I think just last second he resigns as Insanity takes this game 1 over. Very well played. Overall pretty clean. Nice raids. He did everything he needed to do. A little passive maybe, but he did everything else he needed to do. And this was a pretty important little difference at the end there. It was going to be 2 or 3 villagers ahead already. Well, well, well. Insanity going back to Ra. He's done well with that in the other series, I would say. Maybe Ulysses a little bit too difficult of an opponent, but can he do it against NoAtlantis, who's going Kronos again? Not the easiest matchup, I'll say, but if you can get going with Ra and set up, you should be in a pretty good spot. Might take a while though, might take a while. There's a lot of pressure that you must first survive. Focus researched, excuse me? Focus? What? Can you get focus in the economic guild? They do have focus. He didn't sacrifice TC time, did he? What's happening? I actually don't remember if you can research that there. Can we check? Hold on. Not like this. I'd have to select the TC, which can't do it. Can the eco? Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting because it's in the temple anyway. I wasn't aware of this. Okay. For relics, we've got the Boots of Kick Everything. That's plus 10% hero movement speed. And a pair of the Golden Lions. That's lions to help you fight a little bit early on. Very useful. Well, not just early on, even later it's still something. It's like having 2 extra pop. Something about gift horses. Looks like Insanity's going for a pretty fast heroic age, classical age here, but no tempo just yet. So you'll overdo the food, it seems. It might be like one of those 4-minute pressure plays with several priests involved. Oh boy. He's building a temple with 5 villagers. What is going on? That's wild, dude. Okay, here comes Ptah. The citizens are gonna be sent forward. Tiger Boss, go ahead and play. Find a caster. I'm only casting group 3 today. I'm gonna be casting pretty much every day, so that I can catch up with the tournament. The only thing that needs to happen live is the top 4 matches. Everything else will be covered in replays. So you still got covered, you still go on YouTube, don't worry. But if you can find a community streamer, then they're totally welcome to the match. Sounds like a good one. Well, we got the time shift forward on the temple. This is gonna be some heavy pressure here from the oracles. But we got classical for Insanity. So NoAtlantis, where's the third oracle? Coming over now. Can the villagers kitchen knife this one? Oh yeah, that's a good start. That one oracle probably not worth converting anymore. Making a new one, but also the Veget is being annoying. He's gonna let it die. Oh, dude. Alright, now they can catch the Veget, which is completely out of position with these... Oh, the shifting sands. To get rid of the Oracle heroes is actually really nice. Move around the Veget. In fact, just keep the Veget around. And it's killing a Promethean entirely. And an Oracle. So this was overall a pretty good trade deal, I would say. Now the Pharaoh is giving these guys a whack on the way out too. What? Gonna slap the temple down? Get out. No way. No way, Insanity. That is insanity. Meanwhile, he's building a TC at the same time. Why not? These games are bonkers, dude. Okay, it's gonna be time shifted, but the villagers are still shanking. This temple is gonna barely have any health. In fact, can it even be saved? Ooh, that's gonna be close. Maybe. Oh, okay, he's pulling off. Dude, I think if he keeps whacking it, it might have actually gone down almost completely. Certainly enough that these two would have been able to finish the job. Oh, can't complain too much, right? There's plenty of giraffes here. So, Insanity is still in a really nice position overall. The Murmillo gets caught by the Veget Pharaoh combo. And so does the Citizen, who is currently in some real danger. Priest even joining. Wow. That Murmillo is not going to be turned into a hero either. There's no Terma or anything like that. Citizen is going to get sniped. Oh boy. This is absolutely brutal. The TC is denied. Here at almost 1900 HP out of 2100. Just never got built. And these guys can just keep going to town. Now the Murmillo are going to be stockpiled up in the military barracks. But actually no more are being made. It's just the one. So I think Insanity is perfectly happy to forego a little bit of empowerment time at home. He already has a priest here. It's good enough. He's training 2 villagers at the same time, which is obviously pretty meaningful. So he's gonna catch up and get ahead in the economic department. I just heard another military academy. That's a barracks, sorry. That's cool. So, axemen and spearmen for the front lines. The settlement has gone down 400 HP. Must be finished up completely, of course. Valor's gonna be used, and that should boot the Egyptian army out of here. Oh, the manor block. Priest isn't supposed to make it out of there, but did. And of course the Veget continues the good work. So reset, thanks to NoAtlantis deleting the TC. Now he's all in. Are we going heroic here? Time shifting the barracks to the army location so that it can be safely trained from, rather than getting caught by the entire Egyptian army, which you definitely don't want to deal with. So NoAtlantis in fact going heroic with Raya and hoping for some progress with those behemoths maybe. That could do it. Certainly about to lose this manor, I think, as a lot of units are attacking it. Oh, I mean, Insanity is gonna stop attacking it, going for the next one instead. Because NoAtlantis doesn't have units. It's 58 versus 68 population. It's not nothing as a difference. Smart choice to move out the temple first, but now I think the manor is gonna be destroyed. So that needs to be remade at some point. Yeah, there's definitely no point time shifting this. NoAtlantis is not housed from it. So they can just calmly remake that. And we should see a push with 2 behemoths on this town center, but I also think that the hero numbers and plus the Veget are good enough as is. The villagers can be pulled for kitchen knifing, as there's not that many Murmillos. The Terma and Chiroballista are not that scary. That said, the Veget can be stolen. Should NoAtlantis opt for that. So much hunting going on from our no goats were eaten the whole game, by the way. No farms needed. Monument to soldiers coming right up. And there's our second behemoth, I think. Third one probably not gonna be made for a while, as he needs a lot of food. So this is the time to attack. Is there gonna be enough defenders? Medium spearmen, and those are medium axemen as well. Yeah, that's some pretty good attack. I think the TC might actually go down. The villagers are coming in to kitchen knife the behemoths. Finally, the pharaoh getting started on it. And actually, with the kitchen knives and the infantry, it would have been too much for NoAtlantis to siege this thing down. And he pulls back the entire army into palace range, where they're helped out by the Arcus as well. Good opportunity to pick up some vills. Every little villager kill counts for sure. So best make use of that while it's possible. Town center should absolutely shoot down the Chiroballista. They don't have much health, even though they have good armor. It doesn't count for much. Wait, can NoAtlantis actually make this happen now with destroyers getting added in? He's starting to look pretty good. He gets rid of another barracks. Now Insanity is trying to build that TC up. He's actually not going to have a lot of resources. That's a big spend right now. There's not going to be any more behemoths. But the destroyer's coming out. Could just go for the main at this point. Oh, wait, there is a third behemoth. There is one. These guys heal pretty quickly as well. They regenerate themselves at 2 hit points per second. Comes in very valuable over these longer engagements. 1 TC Atlantean player with behemoths. Absolute bonkers. Dude, he's time shifting forward the palace. That is a ballsy move. If you lose that thing, it's so expensive. Oh, the ranged units are retargeting the regular units. The Pharaoh goes down, the Veget gets stolen. There's barely anything to counter the behemoths. It really looks to me as though this infantry is clumped up enough that the Chiroballists are truly getting to work here. Now, they will be taken down by the towers and infantry, but enough stuff has been killed that this is looking fine. Especially with the palace coming in. Dude, Insanity might have just died. I'm not sure there's a whole lot of Insanity sauce left in him. Oh, that's a problem. Dude, what a comeback. Gold mining operation is well underway. Insanity has a good amount of resources. Maybe he jumps Mythic. Sorry, Heroic. And then Mythic. Should get the Citadel out of this and got a Scarab too. Nah, the Scarab's gonna be sniped by the Arcus heroes. Not even a chance. Temple's gonna be destroyed easily enough. And he'll have to make a military. So, slingers, spears, bunch of axemen maybe. It's the best chance. But here's the thing. All these houses are about to be destroyed. They'll take forever to rebuild. And suddenly, Insanity will not be able to train units. He's population blocked right now. There's a Pharaoh at least to speed up the process with, but yeah, those houses will take a while to make. It's gonna be very easy to break through this. And the TC is right there. The archers can take down the Pharaoh, no problem. Even the Citadel Center has to respect the triple behemoth. And triple, it will stay. There's no more coming. TC is being grabbed. Insanity eating these giraffes as well. And there's even an elephant. It's a good amount of stuff. Temple being remade. First barracks getting destroyed. Insanity still on just 45 maximum population. Doesn't have a whole lot of houses there. Pharaoh getting sniped by the archers. Garrison is in. But who's gonna protect the Citadel, dude? This... Oh no, the slingers are attacking the military barracks. That is not good. Looks like the Citadel will fall, and this should then be a NoAtlantis win as far as I can see. Oh boy, Insanity is in so much trouble. He had the resources for Mythic and everything. Imagine just having a little bit more units on the map. That would have been so nice. But I guess it's not meant to be. The Archers are kind of trading away with the Slingers. Not a great trade, but a trade nonetheless. It's good enough at this point when your opponent is on 0 TCs and you're tearing down all their buildings with behemoths. It's gotta count for something, right? Now this TC might be picked up by Insanity, but can he truly hold? Wow, even the Migdal Stronghold is going to be deconstructed out of this game. And we got heavy archers. Tons of destroyers coming through as well. They're now medium. Got a second TC for NoAtlantis as well as Insanity getting his one back. Maybe he can sneak this. That would be pretty good, just pulling the wood villagers along. But it's becoming increasingly more difficult to deal with the Atlantean army, which is actually pretty large. Especially the behemoths being a problem. soaking up all that pierce damage that priest would be dealing. So each of those priest shots actually not all that impressive at 75% pierce armor. That looked like a palace to me. Oh, what a waste. You really don't want to do that. It has to be some kind of undefended location or empty location to make it worth it. But anyway, the behemoths are just running down the middle to the Migdal. And a lot of villagers are being killed still. Like, it's just destroyers, right? But they still poke with some hack damage in there. And they have a good amount of health to withstand what the villagers can do back to them. So this Migdal likely going to be destroyed anyway. Traitor is going to be used on a siege tower to further tear down more buildings. Not sure where this Promethean came from. Oh, we got Contarius as well. That's such a good addition right now. Arcus and Contarius will be a lot more DPS than what the destroyers could do, and Insanity has to resign. That is going to be an even score right now, but unfortunately the third game didn't produce a replay because it had to be restarted from saving. So we're not going to be able to cast that one. The final result was in fact a 2-1 in favor of Insanity. So congratulations to him for advancing there. But NoAtlantis still must have given him a good run for his money. Sadly, we're not going to be able to show it to you, but this is the result. At least I hope you all enjoyed these two games. We want to thank our MetaPlace website subscribers. Your contribution helps us keep the project sustainable. As we reach higher subscription goals, you are helping us cover more and more behind-the-scenes costs, such as video editing. Check out our subscription page using the link in the description, and remember to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.